So Iowa now joins Arizona and West Virginia as the states with the most expansive plans to pay for private school education for people of any incomes. At least 8 other Republican-led states are looking to increase taxpayer support there. So what's next for education? This was the big one.
Yeah.
This is 3 years to get there.
Yeah.
It didn't take very long. And
It took 3 years.
Well, but
It took 3 years.
What about, talk about the process though? Like, why did legislative leaders do it the way they did? You know, they're kind of bypassing some, didn't go through a probes like it normally would.
Okay, again, you're looking for excuses. We've been talking about this for 3 years.
But people have been bringing that up.
But what the other side, because they,
there were Republicans who, as you know, who talked in caucus who did not like the bypass of appropriation.
but they can, and that's why we take a vote. Majority wins, and we move on. So the majority made the decision.
As you know, this was put together so it could go through quickly, right?
Yeah. Well,
I mean, this is a lot quicker than it normally happens.
yeah. Well, but like we have been talking about it for a long time, though. And
But
each
this
year,
was like the biggie. This was a lot different.
No, a lot of similar language from last year. We made progress each year too. So the first year it was like failing schools, pretty narrow. And nope, nobody wanted anything to do with that. So we worked on it. But we were able to do open enrollment. So we made some gains. My goal was always to really put parents and students front and center, that's who we should be focused on, not the system. So whatever gain that I could make along the way that would kind of get us to that was progress in my eyes. So healthy debate about that. We didn't get it done the first year. Healthy debate, a lot of conversation back and forth in both chambers. Got it through the Senate, couldn't get it.
Were you really going home at night saying healthy debate to Kevin?
Well, no, yeah. He'll only listen to me for so long, and then but got through the Senate, didn't get to the House, came back again, made some changes, again, got it through the Senate, didn't get it through the House, but we had spent a lot of time talking about it. I held things up, as you know, because I thought we were really close, just trying to figure out, what am I missing? What can I do to get legislators across the finish line? And so again, we got charter school language. We made some additional changes, I think, that moved the ball forward. We had an election. We had, candidates that ran specifically on as that parental choice, school choice being one of their top priorities. They ran on other things as well, but one of their top priorities. Most of them won by a significant margin. I talked about it extensively. It was one of my main focus of my campaign. We won by a pretty good margin. And so I thought, you know what, I'm not just I'm hearing this from parents, but I think the election really solidified that. And so I just decided this is the year to go for it. But in addition to that, I also spent a lot of time talking to superintendents and principals, looking them in the eye and saying, I'm the governor of the state of Iowa. It does absolutely nothing for this state to take down public education. We are not going to take down public education. It's the foundation of our educational system. It's the foundation of our economy and our society. So I know I'm not going to change your viewpoint on what I'm trying to do, and I get that. But what can I do to help you, to help make you feel that you can be more competitive, to help you really hit your mission for your school district? And I added that to the bill, and especially for rural schools. And I think it helped. I think it really helped. And they have to admit, even though they probably still don't like it, and I'm sure they don't, but they do have to admit that there are some big wins in there for our rural school districts, because they said we can't be competitive with teacher salaries. I know the average is $59,000 a year, which is great, but we can't do that out here. So here, this will allow them to be more competitive, and the sharing that I talked about. So I think, it's all about putting the pieces together where everybody starts to feel like it's fair, and we did it and was able to get it across the finish line. And I'm telling you, it was emotional walking into that rotunda yesterday and seeing the kids and the parents and just the energy and the excitement. I could feel it. It just felt like, oh, we did it, and we're gonna work together, and we're gonna get that done. Let me talk. I don't mean to give long answers, but here's one other thing that
it's a show for that.
I know.
It's
okay. Conversations that I had too, as I called some of our principals at some of our private schools. So they really talked about, I talked about this a little bit, I think, with you yesterday. What was really, I thought, encouraging is they talked about the partnerships actually that they're developing with the private and the public schools, about working with the educators that deliver the IEP or the special needs kids schooling, you know, and just how they sat down together with the AEAs and the teachers and the families and talk about how they can put a program together for the kids. And truly, I mean, that's what education should be, right? It should be all focused on the child. And there's so many different ways that we can get to that point. Sometimes it's in a public school. Sometimes it's in a charter school. Sometimes it's in homeschool. Sometimes it's a partnership between all three to really give that child the support that they need to be successful.
Okay, last one on this.
Okay.
When you went to bed Sunday night, did you think you had the votes in the House?
Well, you know, you never know until the vote count goes. I mean, it was the longest darn weekend ever. I'm just telling you that. You know, it was a long weekend. We'd had really good conversations, but, you know, and I was still meeting with some of them just in a healthy way on Monday morning, not just saying, is there anything else that you need? Is there any other information or questions that you may have that I or my team can answer, any data? And I did get some data for one of them. They wanted to know about a specific school district. I said, we'll get that to you right away. So, you know, I've been at this long enough. I served in the legislature. It's never done until it's done. So.
Okay, beyond education, give us something you feel pretty confident will happen this session.
So I said in the conditions of the state, I really do hope we get tort reform across, Med-Mal across the finish line. We're just an outlier compared to our surrounding states. It's for non-economic damages. It's really hurting our healthcare system and healthcare access, especially in rural Iowa. So we've gotten close. The last year, again, this was another priority that we got close on and couldn't get across the finish line. So I think, you know, still have work to do, but I'm optimistic about that, or hopeful, I guess, maybe would be a better word to use for that. I'm very excited about, it's just, you know, I don't know if Iowans are excited about this, but they should be, the realignment with state government. It's so important that we do that.
That's one of those that's kind of hard to process, though, right?
It's just so much. I think what I want Iowans to hear is we're trying to simplify the process and reduce the size of government. It's too big, it's too bloated, it's too costly. When I'm spending $2,000 more per capita than the state of Illinois, who is 4 times our population, we're doing something wrong, and we can be better about it. And honestly, you talk about 2 huge agencies, Public Health and Human Services, under the leadership of Director Garcia, who has done a phenomenal job.
And that's how a lot of states do it already.
They don't, but they are. More are moving in that. More are moving on that. Utah is mimicking what we're doing. That'll be the next state to go, similar size state as us. But they were so misaligned. And, you know, these are individuals that a lot of times that are using these services that have a lot on their plate. And we just can't have them go through 10 different doors to try to figure out how we get the services and how we can get in front of some of these
department
issues.
directors told me you all really learned that during COVID. Is that fair? Do you agree? When you're trying to
It's
go
just
on
so
the fly.
hard, you know, it's just, there's too much duplication, there's no coordination. It was really, really hard during COVID. And that was just, again, a real eye-opener for me. And we can do better, we will do better. I think the examples that we've seen by trying just some agencies, you know, to kind of show legislators. So I'm excited about that as well.